All right, so we had an off week last week. Of course, it's been much discussed. Frank was the only victor, the only one who got a pick right some way, somehow. But we're back on track. It's a big fight week. It's a big fight day on August 20th. So let's bring in the guys here. There they are. Mr. NewYorkRic joining us, as always, from his fuzzy background estate. And one GC rocking what is that, the Grateful Dead version of the Nigeria jersey?
No. It's just a Nigerian football jersey. Number one.
Football or soccer?
Soccer.
Football.
Well, I mean, if you're, we got.
If you're a man of culture.
Wow. Look at that.
We got the
Wow. Is that a Usman jersey?
Yeah, Nightmare. Nigerian Nightmare.
Is that custom?
Yeah.
You're that big of an Usman fan?
I like Usman a lot.
Wow.
Like I said, I've mentioned one time on the show, he has finished a number of parlays for me. He's, typically main event. He typically wins every time he's been in the UFC. I had a few beverages.
You just did it.
Won a parlay. I was like, let's do it. Let's get it.
Wow.
I mean, it's a sick jersey.
It is sick.
Like, the Nigerian jerseys are sick. The Nightmare. Yeah.
Wow. I guess this is a sign of things to come. For you, at least, maybe your pick is Usman. We'll find out in a moment.
We're going to see.
Frank, how do you feel about his jersey? Feels like a bit of a homer pick, no?
I just hope that they don't start losing.
Yeah. Oh, what are you trying to say, Frank?
Frank is. I think Frank has burners, and he's the one pushing the shirt curse.
What's the shirt curse?
People claim that when I wear a shirt of a fighter, in support of a fighter, they lose. So
wow.
If Leon Edwards, we'll say it now. If Leon Edwards wins this weekend, it's official. The shirt curse is in.
So, okay, I'll ask a different type of question, same type of thing. If Leon Edwards wins, you will then never wear the shirt of a fighter that you're picking or wanting to win.
I'm going to be hesitant about it for sure.
Wow.
I'll be very nervous.
This can't be a thing.
I think the superstition only works if you give it
Lupita
power,
last week, Jack Shore, Kai.
Right.
Were you wearing a Serrano shirt to the fight?
I wore Amanda Serrano shirt. Right. These are really starting to add up.
Maybe we should just do what Rick does, black t-shirt.
Black t-shirt, yeah.
So you can project to like.
This is a big test for me now. I'm actually a little bit nervous.
Frank, I mean, I would imagine you're the opposite of nervous, right?
Yeah, I'm completely confident.
You're feeling good. Yeah. You're on a winning streak here. You've won 3 in a row. By the way, did we get the MMA Hour parlay thing? There it is.
Asking you shall receive, my man.
Thank you for that. I mean, I like it. I feel like it should see the light of day. All right, let's not. And by the way, am I allowed to? Is just for the record, BKFC, PFL, UFC, Joshua Usyk. Those are all in play here.
UFC.
What?
DraftKings currently has.
This is. I mean, again, it's like last week I wanted Bo Nickel, then Pat. I can't even do PFL.
They only have 4 PFL fights up.
What do they got?
And they don't even have Kalo or Pacheco.
This is crazy, dog. All right. Here we go.
Unfortunate. So, yeah, you're pretty much sticking the old UFC.
Draft Simulator?
Draft Simulator. But, I mean, you're bearing the lead here. The big news that got broken yesterday, the parlay will be boosted this week.
Wow.
We're just going to give you some odds here and then a rough estimate of what it's going to become. It's going to get boosted. We're going to be on the front page of DraftKings, both the webpage and the app. You're going to see the MMA Hour logo on there. You're going to be able to just click it, and your bet slip's just going to get filled up with our parlay.
Wow, yeah, a lot of people were asking you about this, right, last week?
Yeah. Even though we explicitly said on the show it's going to start with UFC 278. Right now, it's only going to be for pay-per-views. But here we are, UFC.
Which I think is crazy. I think it should be for all cards.
We're taking baby steps with DraftKings.
All right, fine.
Baby steps. We've accomplished this much. A few weeks ago, this was just a dream. And now here we are.
It was all a dream. We used to read Word Up magazine. All right, so that's big news. Can we get the draft? I'm very anxious. I want to get back on track. I want to right the wrong of last week.
We actually have to get back on track. Beautiful. The order will be number 1, Ariel. Number 2, Frank. Number 3, Eric. Number 4, Connor.
Oh, my God. I'm first? I hate this. Can I just say one thing about DraftKings website?
Sure.
How come when I go on it, I can't see like the props or anything?
So are you on there right now? Sportsbook.draftkings.com. Right up there at the top. Total rounds.
Sportsbook.
Alternative total rounds.
home odds. Oh, here it
Let's
is.
go to sports, MMA, UFC.
UFC, okay.
I've seen this before. The problems between the chair and the keyboard.
It's interesting the way you say that. Okay, here we go. So it's fight lines, money line. I just go to best fight odds. I mean, I feel pretty confident in my if I'm going to be first. There's a few guys that I'm thinking about. I just want to throw them out there if I can. Miranda
Haven't you
Maverick.
learned your lesson on that?
We're doing this again. So
Miranda
when you list
Maverick.
8 people and you go 7 of 8, and the one you pick is the loser.
I'm just telling you who I'm eyeing. Miranda Maverick, Sean Woodson. Of course, we're also looking at Jared Gordon, Tyson Pedro, of course, Alexander Romanov, Luke Rockhold, Leon Edwards.
Gave you a couple nice
So the whole-
props.
so the whole
Gave
card,
you a
right?
couple nice props.
I'm going to go final answer, Frank. Do you have that thing like when they say final answer, who wants to be a millionaire, then it all comes in? There needs to be like another transitional.
Yeah, I agree. We do. We're building this.
Yeah.
Building this. I like that. A light show.
Yes.
I can't lie. I'm a little bit nervous to hear what you have to say. First pick. This should be, just a lock.
With my first pick in the 278 Parlay Pals draft, I'm going with the pride of Australia, Tyson Pedro. Oh, that was good, Frank. That was good.
Yeah,
Why do you look so disappointed? Connor looks very disappointed. He tried to steer me in a different direction earlier today.
We've allowed him to change his pick in the past, right?
Well, what's so wrong? What's so bad about this pick?
He's probably going to win. He's probably going to win.
So what's the problem? You're saying I should go over 2.5.
No. For like the 4th time. Under 2.5. These guys never, ever go to decisions.
Those are the fights that always go to the decision, if you ask me. Listen, I'm happy with it.
All right. Yes.
Tyson Pedro.
Pick. Tyson Pedro is the pick.
I mean, I think I'm going out on a limb. He's a minus 740. A minus 800 would have been better, but I feel good about it.
I offered you a minus 900. The under 2.5 is minus 900.
No, I'm going with Tyson Pedro.
Rick loves it.
Love it.
Do you not like it?
Tremendous pick. I hate it.
Why?
I think this is terrible odds.
Really?
I hate this. I hate this so much.
You think Pedro might lose?
I just don't think Tyson Pedro should be minus 800 in a fight.
I agree.
It's just not.
Wait, so should I change it? Should I go Miranda
I think he's going to win. I think he's going to win.
Blasted. That's all I know.
Oh, so you?
Yeah, I mean, this feels a little dicey. But look, I'm gonna ride with you. If
Let's also remember, he is fighting Harry Hunsucker.
Yeah.
So you say it's safer to go with this fight isn't going to last because someone's getting knocked out. We just don't quite know who.
That's
Again,
conventional
for the
wisdom,
4th time.
for sure.
Yes.
Well, that would be the 5th time. So you're saying I should go with Miranda Maverick?
You do what you want to do. I'm okay.
I'm going
with Tyson
Pedro.
Pedro.
I'm going Pedro.
I'm going. Yeah.
Do it.
You
want Pedro.
We'll
You
ride
do
with
what
you.
you want to
We'll
do.
ride with you.
Of course, I'm going to ride with you.
All right. Thank you. Who's next?
So that brings us
Frank
to
is
our
next, right?
our next selector.
There are a lot of names, a lot of people to pick from. But I'm going to do Sean Woodson.
Wow. Sean Woodson is Frank. I'd love to know the thought process behind
the
that.
reach,
Yeah.
the
There's definitely that.
built like a tank.
Minus 320 for Sean
Built like a
Woodson.
I don't know about
Like he has
that,
built
but there's definitely the
opposite of a
reach.
tank, but
It
Definitely
depends
the
on what
reach.
kind of tank you're referring to.
he does have the reach.
Going up against Luis Saldana, who's plus 265. All right, so there's 2 picks: Tyson Pedro, Sean Woodson. Who's next?
I'm next. Let me confer with GC. Do I need to make a prop or
No, I'll
am I
pick a
doing
prop.
it?
I'll pick a prop.
Oh,
You're
there
gonna
has
prop?
to be a prop?
It's
have to have a
strongly
prop in it.
encouraged that we do have a prop. Yes.
That means yes.
I'll take the
Because
prop.
the
I
way-
can.
by
But
the way,
if you like one up, go ahead.
No,
Sorry,
I got a prop.
who's encouraging this?
We are.
The people at DraftKings.
All right.
The powers that be. The powers that
I'm trying to think of the word for the Illuminati at DraftKings.
All right.
to
Dark shadows and the
powers that be.
suits that pull the puppet strings.
Basically, look, we can't all just pick minus 700 money line prop.
What
Why not?
What they
still-
want,
they don't want
what they
that.
want is that they want props so like you can show the diversity that they offer on their sport.
Got it. Got
Yes.
it. All right. Stand up for a second.
Okay, so if my friend GC is confident in a prop, I'm gonna go money line fighter as well, and it could be none other than. Although leaving Maverick on the table was interesting for me.
Leaving
but
who?
it can be none other. Maverick. I like Miranda, but I am going to go with who I think is an even better pick, and a little bit more money for the odds. The Nigerian Nightmare, Kamaru Usman.
Wow.
Gotta be easy.
Wow.
Awesome.
So I'm sorry to all the Leon fans out there, but
Yes. How disappointed are
tomorrow's
you,
time.
Ariel, for real?
You were telling me about something. Leon via decision is like a plus 1,000.
Yeah.
I mean, that's. I was actually going to pick
Few
that.
books are hanging that.
I was actually
out
going to
there.
pick that as the ultimate H
Oh
down.
man.
Oh yes, I thought you meant for the parlay. I was like, that's your H down.
Oh, I was going to do it for both.
Is Leon by decision?
I like that
It,
for the H out.
I have nothing against Kamaru Usman. He has something against me because, he listens to other people in his ear. I posted a very nice video of the last time he was in studio on this program when I was hosting it. And, when you tag someone on Instagram,
Right.
it goes to their DM. Saw it, didn't even give me the double tap. I mean, come on.
Wow. It said seen.
You hate
He
to
saw
see
it.
it.
Oh, it said scene. Yeah.
Ah,
I don't
that's
know.
unfortunate.
Listen, when you listen to people in your ear who are, and I have another clip from that same interview where it's him talking about his relationship with Dana White and how Dana White doesn't show him the love and how he wants to get a meeting with him and all this stuff. You forget, not that long ago, Dana White was calling him Mr. 30%. You remember all that? And
That's right.
there was
to be fair, that quote.
there were
was,
people, who had his back then.
That's right.
Before the bright lights, before the days of not wearing a shirt. But that's how these things go in this sport.
Tremendous line by Leon, but yes, they do forget.
They do forget. They do forget. In any
What
event,
will not be forgotten is Kamaru Usman picking up the win on Saturday.
all right. And do we have a method here, or is it just straight up win?
No, GC is gonna take a prop.
Just
so
straight
I'm
up
just
win.
going money line.
Your prop is going to be on the main event too.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
My prop will be on the co-main.
It's a lot of disrespect towards Leon. Go ahead.
Paulo Costa,
Mm-hmm.
Luke Rockhold. Thank you, Frank. I was waiting for it. Fight to not go to a decision minus 300. That will be my pick for the parlay. I just think if it stays standing, Luke Rockhold, all 5 of his losses are by knockout. I think he's going to get knocked out. If it goes to the ground, I think he's going to finish Costa. Rockhold hasn't been to a decision in 10 years.
Wow.
I don't think that changes on Saturday night.
All right.
So that
I
gives
like
us
that number too.
Yeah, minus 300. I like that as well. That gets us to plus 150. I can't say an exact number with the boost, but I'm guessing can maybe get it to like plus 190, plus 200 maybe.
Wow.
DraftKings will have it up tomorrow afternoon for us.
So to recap, Helwani goes with Pedro.
Biggest favorite on the card.
I mean, out on a limb. Mysterious Frank goes with Sean Woodson,
Big reach.
That's right.
built like a tank.
Built like a tank.
Depends on what
They
kind of
always
tank
say
you're
about
talking
Sean
about.
Woodson.
There are different tanks.
Rick goes with the Nigerian Nightmare, Kamaru Usman. And I thought you wearing the shirt, and maybe we'll get this with your official picks. I thought you wearing the shirt would signify you being GC, that you're going with Usman, but last pick. So you pivoted and went with Rockhold, Costa, not going the distance.
Correct.
All right.
I can't let GC put that hex on him. So I had to do it before he did.
I may have already put the hex on him by wearing the shirt, period.
It's true.
And supporting him as a fighter. We're going to find out.
We're gonna break it.
I mean, this could be I'm praying we break it. Pays out plus 150. Hopefully we can get that thing close to plus 200.
How do you find out?
If not, plus 200. They have an algorithm. They were like, yeah, we can maybe send you the algorithm at some point. But yeah, it's essentially like 20%.
And so how do people get the boost?
You're gonna click a button. We're gonna put out a link. You're gonna click the link. It's gonna upload it right into your bet slip.
There's going to be a
with the
logo,
boost.
right?
Oh, logo and everything.
Wow.
It's gonna be easy.
We finally made it.
Easy.
And just ask
Well,
it
we
for
made
a
it.
friend. We don't get the boost, right?
Why not?
Huh?
Do we get the boost? We'll have to use the link, is what you're saying?
Of course we're gonna get the boost.
All right.
What do you think this is?
Everyone gets the boost.
Just making sure that we all get our boost.
One simple button is gonna put all 4 of our picks into your bet slip, and it's gonna give you the boost automatically.
That's
and then
what I
you could
want.
post the
All right.
slips.
And the only place you can get that boost is DraftKings Sportsbook.
Soon we're going to have a themmahour.draftkings.com.
Yeah, and it's just a live stream of us to their sports live stream beyond the show too.
I was talking about picks.
Yeah.
The streams
Let's do
going
it.
down. All right.
Once we get
good.
back on track. Yeah, once we get back on track, we'll
We need
back.
to get back on track this
Yeah, you
week.
guys get back on track.
Yeah.
Love Frank.
Oh, Frank.
No one picking Miranda Maverick, huh? All right.
Miranda Maverick was a good pick.
I would have gone with Maverick if the odds were
They've gotten blown up.
closer to Kamaru, but they've
Hadn't blown
gotten really blown up.
She opened at like a minus 300. She's like almost minus 600 now.
All right.
But yes, I like her in that fight. Can I just say one thing?
Yeah, please.
This is related to our previous guest.
Oh yeah.
I can't believe. I mean, what a debut. I mean, just a man of taste and class.
Who? Aaron Jeffrey?
Aaron Jeffrey. Just
What are you talking
what
about?
a man. What a man.
What a heel turn here. What a just
As a Canadian to go in there and say your allegiance to BJ Penn. I mean, a man after my own heart.
that was
Can't
weird.
believe that he was even like, it took this long to have him on. Tremendous debut.
By the way,
for Aaron Jeffrey.
come on. The Justin Trudeau resemblance is pretty
sure.
uncanny, right?
Yeah, looks exactly like him.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's like a mix of Justin Trudeau and Ashton Kutcher, but it's really Justin Trudeau. Like if you can just, it looks like Justin Trudeau wearing a mullet and a fake mustache.
I think that was probably part of the reason he did it. To be like, all right, I have to
move away
change
from
this
this.
look up and make some bolder choices here. But
Well,
tremendous.
it's been a very entertaining day so far. We still have Luke. We've had angry Luke over the last few months. He shoots from the hip. I don't find that it's angry. I just think it's very like, I'm going to tell you how I feel. I'm going to speak from the heart, Luke. And I think he's become a very entertaining interview. So I'm looking forward to that. Before we get to that, though, we do have to get to your weekend picks, GC.
Sure.
So why don't you hit us with them?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's start it off. The flyweight unders have continued to be good to us, so we're going to continue to ride them. Albazi Figueiredo, plus 140. Amir, 12 of his 15 fights have not gone to a third round. He's got 8 first-round finishes. I just believe he's the better overall fighter. In this one, Figgy Jr., he's been finished before, getting plus money on it. I'm going to keep riding this until the train runs off the tracks. Next up, another flyweight under. We're going to get these out of the way early. If they both hit, I'm going to be insufferable on the weekend. I can promise you that. De Silva, he's never seen a third round. 12 of his 14 fights have ended in the first round. Whether he's the hammer or the nail, his fights do not go to a decision. So I like that one to end early as well. We're sticking with the props. It is a heavyweight over. Probably will be a little bit sweaty. But if you just look at the guy's careers, Romanov, most of his wins are coming by submission. 10 of his 16 wins, 3 of his 5 wins in the UFC are by submission. Tybura, I think he's pretty solid on the ground, 82% takedown defense. He's never been submitted in his career. I think he can hold off a submission even if it does get taken to the ground. And when you look at Tybura, 12 of 15 fights in the UFC have gone over the 1.5. That's 80%. 60% for Romanov, 3 of the 5. I think we can make it to the 7.5 minutes in this one. So
solid logic.
Oh, thanks, Frank. Of course. It should be a little bit sweaty, but hopefully we can get there. Next up, a lot of people are going to be on the underdog in this one. Jose Aldo coming in at plus 105. I took Merab as soon as the odds open. I'm not going to go against my guy from Georgia. I will back Merab Dvalishvili. This is more of a homer pick. You said that the Usman pick might be a homer pick, but I believe the Merab Dvalishvili one is more of a homer pick, backing my guy from Georgia. I think the way that he wins is finding the pressure, getting this one to the ground. If he can't get it to the ground, he's going to get styled on by Aldo over the 15 minutes or even get finished. We saw him struggle against Marias on the feet. I think he's going to get the takedowns. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to lean on him being able to get the takedowns, even though Aldo having a gigantic sample size and a 90% takedown defense. The statistics and just the history of his career, you should probably be betting on Aldo. But as a Merab fan, I'm going to be backing Dvalishvili. I like that. I got him at dog odds before the line moved. Next up, Paulo Costa. Inside the distance, minus 160. Try not to overthink it. How does Paulo Costa win? Almost exclusively by knockout. 11 of his 13 wins are by knockout. How does Luke Rockhold lose? Only by knockout. All 5 of his wins are by knockout. 3 of his last 4 fights have ended in him getting knocked out. He's coming back off of a 3-year layoff. Unless he gets this thing to the ground, I see Costa finishing him inside the distance.
Yeah, keep going. No, I mean, listen, I wanted to get the full slate of picks, and then this is your time to shine, man.
No. I feel you, man, and I appreciate that. Lastly, I don't even know how to approach this. So we talked about the decision with Leon Edwards, very big number on Leon Edwards by decision. So I took some of that. I took a little bit of action on Leon Edwards by decision. I mean,
wow.
Yeah. I mean, if you just look at it, Usman, 10 of his 15 UFC fights have gone to a decision. Edwards, 10 of his 13 fights have gone to a decision. Not counting the Bilal no contest in that one. Edwards just isn't really much of a finisher. We haven't seen Kamaru knocked out in his entire career. There's nothing really that leads me to believe that he's going to get knocked out here. Plus, Leon isn't that high volume of a striker. I just don't really see him TKOing Usman. So I think his path to victory is by decision, and getting it that juiced, I think it's worth a small sprinkle, because I do think this is going to be a tough fight for Usman.
Wow, this is the ultimate curveball here. You wear the Usman jersey and you're picking Edwards by decision?
That's not my official pick. I just think the number is outrageous.
It's just worth a sprinkle.
Just worth a sprinkle because Usman is the anchor in 2 of my parlays. I think Usman's going to win. What got him to this point? The wrestling. What got him the win last time against Leon Edwards? The wrestling. He can always lean back on that wrestling. I think he's going to be the more active striker. Edwards is probably the better technical striker, but I think Usman will be more active. I think he has the higher capability of knocking Edwards out. And I just think he's going to be able to outpoint him over the 5 rounds and still maintain the belt and get it done. I got him with Miranda Maverick. We talked about her. I think she's just going to ragdoll Young. We've seen her taken down in every single one of her UFC fights. I think Maverick's going to do the same here. The game plan is clear. Stick to it. Take her down. Don't try to get cute. Just staying with your hands on the feet. Sean Woodson, Frank, shout out. I do think he's got the range. I think he's got the striking advantage. I think Saldana's going to come in and try to use that pressure fighting. I don't think it's going to work out for him. And then I juiced it up a little bit more. Added Amir Albazi. I think he's just better than Figgy. I think he gets it done. And I added Pedro to those same as well. So a lot of the similar ones we're finding in the Mayor parlay. So if one goes down, it's going to hurt me pretty bad. So hopefully it doesn't. Then I just took a real it's nasty chalk parlay. Little bit of PFL action. Larissa Pacheco. Pedro Hunsucker doesn't go to a decision. Pudilova Wu over 1.5. It's combined 16 of their last 18 have gone to a decision. Usman Edwards over 1.5. I really do think this fight goes long. High level fight. I think it's going to be fantastic. And then close us out. Last but not least, got to get a little action on it. Usyk.
Oh, I was wondering. Oh, look at that.
I'm taking Usyk rounds 7 through 12 plus 333. I think Joshua has to come out and know that he's not going to be able to just outbox Usyk to a decision. I think, we've heard the quotes that he thought that he could probably do that last time. I think he knows he cannot do that now. What got him to the titles in his career? Knocking people out. He flatlines almost everyone that he wins against. I think he's going to come out trying to do that. I don't think it's going to work for him. I think Usyk is just too tactical on the feet. I just think he's such a talented boxer. I think he's going to be able to dodge the power, stay alive, and in the later rounds, he puts Joshua out.
I love the pictures.
TKO. Yeah, earlier today. Look at that get up. How are you going to bet against the guy that looks like this,
people are saying that he looked like a genie, looked like he needed a lamp. I think that's some kind of traditional Ukrainian outfit. So, I don't want to be disrespectful. He looked somewhat terrifying and intimidating. I like how Joshua always shows up with the athletic gear, the Under Armour stuff. This dude with the mustache, the hair. We have that footage, right? Don't we have that?
It looks like his dad picking up his kids from soccer. We do have that footage.
What a stare down. Frank, did you see this? What do you?
That hair is amazing.
Tell us about the outfit, Frank. What do you think of it?
I approve.
You like?
But the hair especially.
The hair is great. He's got when he turns, you can really see it. He's got one just strand there, right?
Yeah, what would you call it? Curl almost.
It's amazing.
I respect Joshua fist up pose
the entire time.
You like respect there.
Doesn't even move.
Take it down. He doesn't take it down. Fist down. That's respect right there.
Looks like he just came from a run, and there you have Usyk just standing there, all stoic.
Very still.
Yes, he's got the Fu Manchu going. And look, when he turns, it's really something. I'd love to know what that's called. What is that called? Shaved head, skin, right? but just like this one little thing, comb over. I don't even know what that is. It's incredible.
Look at E. Hearn in the back looking stoked, too.
Yeah, always. He's got the double-breasted, I believe, over there.
Also, if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
does Joshua only have one earbud in?
So I believe the reason why he's wearing the headphones is because some of the questions I think were in Arabic.
Oh, okay.
And also, I believe Usyk and his coach don't speak English. So there was a translator going on. So I think that's why he was wearing that. But it was a Beats one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saturday's going to be sick.
What are we doing Saturday, guys? I mean, golly.
Well, what are me and Frank doing? Well, me and Frank will be out in the town celebrating, all the beautiful sports that are going on throughout the day.
The Nottingham win? We got a lot of
Hopefully.
heat for the way we said Nottingham last week, by the way.
So what do we say? Nottingham?
It's supposed to be Nottingham. Like
Nottingham.
you don't pronounce the H. We got a lot of heat for that.
I do have a friend that's jumped on board to the Nottingham train.
Oh, multiple friends have jumped on board.
We're actually incorrect for calling it Nottingham. I think we just call it Forest.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Someone who lives in Nottingham hit me up and was like, yo, there's two clubs here and they hate each other, so you got to call it Forest.
Wow.
I hope I'm right on that, or I'm pulling
I'm
a
sure
Frank
Twitter will
East
let you
London
know.
type thing.
Excuse me, sir.
What's that?
It was
Oh,
an
right.
accident.
That's right. No, I think there were plans to go watch together, but Frank broke the plans yesterday, right?
We're not getting into that, especially because I'm not allowed to say why yet.
Okay,
But
got it.
They're in flux.
Yeah, no, I wasn't going to give away your...
I think you were. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was not. I would never do that. Not like when GC mentioned the bird watching thing like 2 months before.
That's right.
Remember that?
We were so excited for
Yeah,
it.
who knew?
Who knew?
Who knew? All right, it's going to be a great day. I can't wait to watch it all. It's all going to be happening at the same time. And then it will all culminate with Leon Edwards, Kamaru Usman, late Saturday at around, 11 p.m. Mountain Time over in Utah, right?
Shout out to Salt Lake City.
Yeah. They're saying, I'm starting to be a little skeptical of this sold out gimmick that they're doing because like even yesterday, Dana was doing media like, we still have tickets, but it's going to be a sellout. And then Nate Landwehr on Monday said, oh, they cut off the arena and they put everyone on one side to make, did you notice that? I don't know if you guys noticed that. It feels like it's starting to become a bit of a gimmick where they want to say 22 in a row, 23 in a row.
Wait, they did that in San Diego?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Landwehr said it. Yeah, because they shoot it only one way. He said it. He's like, the way they cut the arena and it was half the, I was like, what he's trying to say, Landwehr?
Wow.
Clarksville's finest?
Clarksville's finest.
But I suspect a pay-per-view. I mean, you go to Utah, you expect a sellout, right?
I would think so. I think they're going to sell it out.
All right. It's going to be great.